Okay, so today we're going to be learning on how to choose a bank, which one has a better deal. So comparing the cost of checking accounts versus debit cards. You can withdraw money from your bank account in several ways with a checking account. You write checks or use a debit card to withdraw money. A debit card is a plastic card you can use to purchase goods or services. When you use a debit card, the money you spend is deducted immediately from your checking or savings account. So it's not like a credit card. A credit card, it's not taken away from your bank account. It's like taking out a small loan that you pay back later. A debit card is literally taking the money out from your bank at that instant that you use it. So the table shows the fees for certain features at two banks. Complete the table to show which bank has a better deal of each feature. Okay, so checks. At Township, bank fees is 50 cents per check. Peachtree is free for checks. So we're going to say Peachtree is a better deal. Okay. For ATMs transactions, for the non-bank ATM. So what that means is, let's say that you go out to an ATM that is for the Bank of America, but your account is through Township. Means that they're going to charge you for going to that ATM. So Township will charge you $1 per withdrawal. Peachtree will charge you $2 per withdrawal. Okay, so Township will be put a T for Township is better in that case. Now, if you go to their bank, so like if I go to a Township ATM, it'll be free to me. If I go to a Peachtree ATM, it'll be free to me. And that should be the case. I've never heard of a bank charging you to use their own ATMs. So this would be same. Okay, next one is a debit card. Township charges you $2.50 per month to use the credit card. And then Peachtree charges you 50 cents per withdrawal. So it depends on how much withdrawals we're going to use. So let me move this over. So you don't know which one's the better deal because it depends on the draw. So during 1 month, Cameron wrote 4 checks and used her debit card for 2 non-bank ATM transactions. Which bank is a better deal? Okay. So I'm going to put a T up here and a P. So during the 1 month, Cameron wrote 4 checks. Okay. So 4 checks is 50 cents per each. So we're going to do 4 times 50 cents, which comes out to $2. So that charges $2. And then he uses her debit card at 2 non-banks for 2 non-ATM transactions. So she does this twice, and it's $2 per withdrawal. So that's another $2. So that cost her $4. Okay, Peachtree checks are free, so that's $0. So we don't even have to worry about the amount of checks she wrote. And now, she uses her debit card for 2 bank ATM transactions, which is $2 per them. That's $4. Okay, so they're at the same. But the thing is, though, Township charges you $2.50 per month. Okay, so this is for 1 month. So you added $2.50 to that. So it's $6.50. Peachtree charges you 50 cents per withdrawal. Well, it says she only used it twice. So 2.50 cents is $1. So you're going to add $1 to that. So Peachtree actually comes out to be the cheaper one. When you actually get old enough to have your own bank account and debit card, their banks don't charge you to use debit cards. Debit cards are generally a lot more used nowadays. This is kind of old information, but just showing you that different banks offer you different things for having an account with them. Okay. All right. So now we're going to look at debit cards or credit scores. I'm going to zoom this in. So it says a credit card is a plastic payment card you can use to purchase goods or services. Okay, again, it's like a debit card, but a credit card is like getting a loan. You pay for your purchases later when you receive a monthly bill, and you can also pay interest on the balance. Okay, that's not particularly true. So a lot of people use credit cards for one, just to get good credit, to show you a good credit because you pay it off. And if you pay everything off of the credit card before it's actually due, or you pay the full amount, you're not going to have to pay interest. A lot of people use credit cards because sometimes they don't have enough money to pay for things all at once. So on a credit card, you don't have to pay the full interest on the monthly bill. You just have to pay small amounts. If you only pay the small amounts, then they'll charge you an interest, and that's how they make money. So it's always good to be able to pay your credit cards off at the end of the month. So that way it doesn't actually charge you more money. So Sam and Kong bought identical guitars that cost $600. Sam paid for his guitar with his debit card. Okay, debit card is just literally taking the money out of your bank for $600. Kong charged his guitar to a credit card, and he made payments each month until the guitar was off. Over the time, he paid the company $600 plus an additional $32. Since he could not pay it all at once, and he was making small payments for a couple of months, he accrued, which means you gained interest of $32. So he had to pay the original $600 plus an additional $32 in interest to the credit card company. So describe how the payment methods used by Sam and Kong to pay for the guitars affect the amount of money they had to pay back. Well, since Sam paid from his debit card, which comes directly out of his bank account, he just paid $600. Kong paid that same $600, but he used a credit card and didn't pay it off. He took a month to pay it off. So he had to pay the $600 plus $32. So he had to pay $632 in total. So here it says the table shows some features of debit cards and credit cards. Write A next to the feature you think are advantages. So A for advantages and D for disadvantages. Okay, so for debit cards, don't have to carry cash or a checkbook. That's an advantage. I don't carry checkbooks around. A lot of people don't take checks anymore. May include a fee for each purchase. Again, that's not normal. But that is a disadvantage. Need a PIN to the access to the account. That's good because if someone steals your debit card, they can't steal your money, so that's a good advantage. Need enough money to account to cover the cost of purchase. Okay, I wouldn't say that's a disadvantage. That's just showing money responsibility and showing you that you understand what's in your bank. You don't want to go out to a restaurant and have a $50 bill and you only have $45 in your bank account. Okay, you need to understand on what you're planning on spending and how much you actually have in your bank. Easy access to cash at ATM machines. Okay, that is an advantage because you can't do that with credit cards. Okay. Credit cards. Balances can quickly increase and be difficult to pay off each month. That is a disadvantage because that does happen. Since the money is not being taken out of your bank account, a lot of people forget about to pay off their credit cards and it grows in amounts. And so it becomes harder and harder to pay off. Credit cards may include a yearly fee. That's actually a true statement. There are some credit cards that charge you to use them. But there's also some advantages to some different credit cards. Statements provide a record of expenses. That is a good advantage because you can show where it's working. Because it's always good to look over those records because someone might have stolen your credit card and you need to make sure those are all your purchases. Can make purchases without having money to cover the full price. Okay, that is an advantage. Sometimes you want to buy a bigger purchase that you just don't have the money for. You're waiting for a paycheck. That helps. Must pay interest on any unpaid monthly balance. Okay, so let's say that you went and bought something for $5,000 and you only paid off $1,000 that month. You still have a $4,000 monthly balance plus now interest because you decided not to pay it off. And that's what credit cards do. So that's a disadvantage. And a lot of people get in trouble with credit cards because they don't pay it off and they get a lot of debt from that. And it's not good. Okay, so Jolene bought a new helmet from the bike shop. She recorded her purchase in her check register. What type of card did she use? A lot of times, a lot of people don't do this anymore. With technology, you can easily pull up your bank app phone and figure out what is coming out of your account, what's going in an account. So quickly, basically, since she's recording the purchase in her check registry, she's using a checking account, meaning she used a debit card on this, meaning the money was instantly taken out. Okay. Again, nowadays, I just pull up my bank account on my phone. Okay. Let's look at another one. Okay. Balancing a check registry. So your checkbook includes a check registry to help you keep track of your deposits, withdrawals, and transfers. Your balance tells you how much money is actually in your account. To balance a check registry, add deposits to the balance, and subtract withdrawals and transfers from the balance. Okay. So this is, again, not used very much. It's in, you ever see your parents' checkbook? It's in the very back. And you just label it. So here you have beginning of balance. So you have $236, which is $236, and you have a line. This is 75 cents. So it's $236.75. So on February 1st, she deposited money. Depositing money means to put into it. So she deposited $25. So she took that $236.75 and added $25 to that to come out to $261.75. So now she has $261.75 in her bank. On February 9th, she used a check. That's the reason why there's a number here, because you write the number of the check on here, which is right here. So this is check 203. She used check 202 at the beauty salon to pay for her hair. So that's a withdrawal. It means you're paying someone. You're withdrawing money out of your bank. Her hair, her beauty salon appointment cost her $28.29. So what she's going to do is she's going to take $261.75 and subtract $28.29 from that to get $233.46. Okay. So now on February 12th, she transferred money. So she's withdrawing it to her savings account. So she's just moving money. So because savings account can actually gain money. So it's a good thing to put money into it. So she's taking $20 from her checking and putting it into her savings. So she's going to take away $20 from her checking account. So you're going to do $233.46 minus 20 comes out to $213.46 cents. Okay. Then on February 20th, she went to the ATM and withdrew $40. So she's going to withdraw another $40. So you're going to do $213.46 minus $40. So that comes out to 46 cents. Bring down your decimal. 3 minus 0 is 3. Borrow. 11 minus 4 is 7. Bring down the 1. So now she has $173.46. But on that same day was an ATM fee. And now she's going to take away another dollar. It comes out to $172.46. So we completed the check registry to show her final balance, which is $172.46. So we're going to have to add these transactions to her checking book. So she deposited on February 24th. She deposited. So you're going to write the date. You're going to write deposit. $25. So it means deposit means you're making $25 for dog walking. So you're going to add $25 to this, which comes out to $197.46. Then she wrote a check, which is this check up here. So it's check 203. So write check 203. And then the date is February 28th for the sport resort. Was right sport. And she, it was for $15.55. So you do a 197.46 minus 15.55. So borrow. That's not right. Sorry, y'all. I don't know what I was thinking. 6 minus 5 is 1. Now we have to borrow, make that a 6, and make that a 14, and this will be a 9. Bring down your decimal, and that'll be a 181. 181.91. So she has $181.91 in her checking account. And that's the difference between banks and credit cards and debit cards. Thanks, guys.